So Charlie Kirk went behind Candace's back. Now we know what was the reason for Candace resigning as a communications director of TPUSA back in 2019. This was the missing puzzle. I needed to prove my theory that Charlie wasn't squeaky clean. He knew what was going on around him and he was a part of it. Again, I am not calling him a bad guy. I am not calling him anything. But if you've been watching my channel, you know that I don't have a horse in this race, and I have been warning people not to get too emotionally attached to the idea that Charlie was this perfect man without sin and all the shady stuff was happening behind his back. He betrayed Candace Owens back in 2019, and here is that story in her own words in an open letter to Erika Kirk.
Dear Erika, I thought it best to do this publicly. I think public conversations keep everybody honest. And there are some things that certainly need to be clarified because sometimes the gap between the truth and the lie is what happens behind closed doors. You and Charlie began dating in earnest in 2019, and in retrospect, it was accompanied by a season of a lot of change. For one, I was getting married and virtually, therefore, joined at the hip with my fiance. He was sort of a new third wheel at all of our events. A few months later, on May 1st, the public was informed that I was resigning from my position as the communications director of Turning Point USA. Now, there has been a lot of public speculation as to what led to that decision. The media ran with it was anti-Semitism or some disagreement about Kanye West, but that wasn't true. None of that was true. The truth, and I think that you very well know what the truth is, because you were around for it, is that Charlie and I had a disagreement which fractured my trust in him. He did something that he had never done before. He lied to my face about money. Now, in retrospect, I believe that the manner in which I discovered the lie might have been by design, but there's no need for us to delve into conspiracy when the facts are plenty enough. Charlie had taken a meeting down in Florida with Ike Perlmutter at Mar-a-Lago. It was a fundraising meeting. For whatever reason, he did not want me to know about this meeting, and that was strange.
I don't know why people, I don't get why people think that Charlie was this guy. But I'll never trust that guy, okay? I would never trust somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Charlie, somebody that is a politician, okay? Let me just put it like that so people do not think that I'm just making it about Charlie. No. Anybody that's a politician, that's pushing that, all this politician stuff, you get what I'm saying, can never be trusted. That person can never be trusted. Trust nobody that calls themselves politician, because that person will do whatever needs to be done for their own agenda to be moved forward, okay? None of those guys, they go by their word. None of those guys, okay? They do not preach the truth. They do not preach the truth. They preach bunch of garbage. Bunch of garbage, okay? It's all trash. I don't get how people actually sit and listen to this politician speak. You get what I'm saying? Everything they talk about is just trash. I love saying that. I love that. Trash. That's just all it is. Nothing good comes from what they're saying. Nothing.
It was meant to be kept a secret. Strange because we had always collaborated on and taken those sorts of meetings together. Anyway, I found out about it and I decided to ask him casually as we were riding up an elevator at the Trump Hotel in DC. I said to him, have you heard from Ike recently? And he looked me right in the face just as he was getting off on his floor. And he said, no, I haven't. I haven't heard from him in like 2 weeks. And I then said back to him, really, Charlie, because you had lunch with him yesterday at Mar-a-Lago. And I saw a stomach drop.
Exposed. That's how Candace operates. She gives you a chance to be honest or to reveal yourself as a liar. It's been like this then, and it is like this now. I keep telling you, when she says she has proof of something, but is not yet revealing this truth, she is waiting patiently for the people involved to tie their own knots around their necks. She puts the lies on a timer and lets them expire. When she says, I'll wait, it's not patience, it's a countdown. What she describes aligns very well with what was said in a video that went viral on X yesterday. A video of a woman that was recently fired from TPUSA. I'll explain in a minute. Let's finish Candace's story first.
His entire face looked, as if he was going down a roller coaster. He stuck his arm back in the elevator really quickly and tried to explain it away. He then pivoted toward an apology, but obviously the damage was done. And if I'm being honest, I was as hurt as I was shocked and confused by it, because we were close. We did go back down to the lobby. We sat at a table and we talked.
You heard what she said? She said, we were close, okay? So, it just confirms what I told you guys earlier. Politicians, they will tell you whatever, okay, just to move in their own favor. Nothing is in there for you. Nothing. Mind you, Candace goes way back with Charlie. Way back. Okay? Way back. More than Erika Kirk. Way back. Yet, he did that to her. If he can do that to her, he can do that to anybody else. I mean, what about you? Like, well, you're nobody. He will lie to you like, if he can lie to her, like, he will lie to you like nothing.
Remember whether or not I was angry, I probably was. That does tend to be my choice emotion. But deep down, there was a part of me that knew that it was coming because of a lot of the new hires that were coming into Turning Point USA post-Kanye tweet. Charlie had new people in his ear that were hijacking his ambition, making him believe that money was the truest measure of success. Charlie was a brilliant fundraiser, everybody knows that, but he was also young. He was naive to what the wrong money could invite into his life. And I warned him. I warned him in that restaurant. I warned him specifically about Stacey Sheridan. Everything about her made my skin crawl. I suspected she and Tyler had something to do with it. I also warned him about Schaefer Security and Dan Flood. You can check the text messages because you have them. And now I am left wondering, obviously, if Charlie had heeded my advice, if he would still be alive. I've also come to another realization that I missed at that time. Maybe the newest and the biggest influence in his ear. Who was that, obviously? It was you. You were the newest and biggest influence in Charlie's life. You kind of all arrived at the same time. And you too, Erika, you lied to my face.
Everybody's a liar. Everybody is a liar. Stop.
As we sat down in that hotel and we spoke for 4 hours.
Information that Erika is a liar isn't anything new. She just is. She was caught lying multiple times. And people, me one of the first ones, had a bad feeling about her from the beginning. I can imagine this alleged and fully made up conversation between Charlie and Erika. Charlie wonders if he should take the meeting and take the money, saying to Erika, Candace will never go for it. And Erika being, God is good. He wouldn't put this opportunity before you if you weren't supposed to take it. God is good, Charlie, baby. So then he goes to work, and there he has a bunch of leeches telling him the same thing. The company needs money, the election is coming. We really need it. Candace doesn't have to know. I just imagine it would go something like that.
That's exactly how it goes. The brains are being rewired. Again, because they keep on repeating those things, repeating. The more he hears it, the more it becomes true. That's how the system works, okay? You believe in a lot of things that if they only told you once, you would have never believed in it. But just because they constantly push that on you, you end up believing it. Okay? You say, okay. Yes, I go with it. And that's it. It's done. Okay?
Enough of speculation. Here are the facts. I now have verifiable proof in writing that Justin Strife and you lied to me. You know exactly who Pierre is. Why did Justin Strife say that he had never heard of Pierre? It's crazy. Justin, why would you do that? Justin, you know him. You've met with him. You've personally met with Pierre. Erika, you've met with him in the wake of Charlie's death. I have, again, verifiable proof. So you could call your lawyers. You can spend another $1 billion on PR if you want to. Tell your lawyer to call my lawyer. I mean, you guys certainly have the money to do all of these things. It's not going to wipe away the truth. The truth is that there was a deal on the table with Pierre, who, yes, is from France, born in France.
Pierre.
And that deal was worth billions, not millions, billions, plural, billions of dollars. Just after Charlie was, and again, I have proof Pierre had a phone call with Justin Strife. He also had a phone call with Mr. Don Erika of Turning Point USA down in Tampa. And you know what's really odd? Somehow this French man, Pierre, he knew that Charlie was dead before the rest of the world did. How did he know that? How did he know before I knew? Especially because he wasn't yet a donor to Turning Point USA. Why was he given so much priority? Frenchman. I'm interested. I know that after Charlie died, that deal went through. I mean, if I'm lying, this would definitely fall within the category of defamation. So, yeah, I'm all in on this one. I'm guessing, by the way, regarding this Pierre, this might be the reason that the White House never got back to me regarding the French Foreign Legion being involved with Charlie's assassination. Because, I don't know, there could be a French angle here. Could this be a motive? Could billions of dollars be a motive? I mean, I'll just ask them immediate questions.
Well, I know another person that tweeted really, really early about Charlie on the 10th of September. I'll take your guesses who. Here's a clue.
Oh.
So now it was confirmed that Charlie said no to Benjamin in August. Benjamin told him he could take TPUSA to another level, something that Andrew Colbert said to Candace, and Erika lied about it. And now some French guy, Pierre. This is all around the time when Charlie started questioning Little Haslan's politics, Jeff Files. But something that keeps...
Hello. Dude, she said Pierre. So good. That was perfect. That's like a perfect French thing. Okay, hold on. Play that again.
Benjamin told him he could take TPUSA to another level, something that Andrew Colbert said to Candace, and Erika lied about it. And now some French guy, Pierre.
Pierre. Oh, that's good. Clap for the Cyprus lady. I'm clapping for the Cyprus lady. Pierre.
This is all around the time when Charlie started questioning Little Haslan's politics, Jeff Files. But something that keeps popping into my head is this phone call he had with Candace back in February, so 6 months earlier. He got in the middle of the French macaroons scandal, calling Candace on behalf of the French and US president to stop talking about France's first lady. And suddenly, there is a French billionaire asking to pour cash into TPUSA. In exchange for what? What was the currency here from Charlie's side? And why was it so easy for Erika to accept this deal right after Charlie was gone? Candace spoke about Pierre before, speculating that maybe it was Pierre Dupont, but there is no proof of that as of now. However, multiple insiders told Candace that TPUSA COO Justin Strife, or a similar executive, made an immediate phone call to Pierre right after Charlie was shot, seemingly to confirm the deal could now proceed without Charlie's resistance.
Wow. That's diabolical. These politicians, man. I keep telling you. Man. Shout out to the Cyprus lady. Shout out to Candace. Shout out to Erika Kirk. Shout out to Netanyahu. RB Charlie. And I don't know, man. I'm out. I'm done for this.
I'm praying to the sky and I got no fear. That's right, bro, I got no fear. Every day in my head, every day in my ears. Yeah, every day in my ears. The one drop me down and yeah, that's clear. Yeah, everything is not clear. This the end, then everything's clear. That's right, the end is near.